Hello, people. How you doing? How's it going? Well, just feeling a little better. A little bit like it's still jumpy. Why it is? It's still jumpy. Anyway, I'm gonna try to do this video. Hopefully, it won't be too distracting. This is the fourth attempt to do this one video. Anyway, so I must look. I like history. I wish I could teach it better. I am going to start writing everything down now on, whether it's distracting to myself, which it is actually more distracting to me when I write things down and read off it than it is, I think, to anybody else. Everybody else just wants to learn about history. I need to, it's more distracting for me, which is why I think I have a hard time reading stuff when I'm online, when I'm doing a video. And I can stop that. If I'm going to make this channel work, at least be a decent history channel, at least this part of my YouTube channel, then I gotta stop worrying about certain things. I like YouTube channels. There are some very good history YouTube channels out there. I'm not gonna name it very many of them. I like history buffs. I like logging through history. I like extra history, oversimplified, kings and generals, people's profiles. There are some very good history channels out there. I would like to be one of them, and I know I'm not. Granted, this is the equipment I have to work with. I can't afford it. This is what I have to work with. I have to work with what I have. I know the quality is not great. I know the sound is not great. I get it. I understand that. I know people aren't all that thrilled with it. I'm sorry, but this is what I have. But I like history. I like to teach it. I want to be able to teach it better than I am. And I'm going to have to write things down. This sounds silly. You should write it down anyway. But I do like history. I find it interesting. And it's not being taught today anyway. What's being taught in school is social activism and wokeism and whatever else I can come up with that would be too political for this channel, for this particular part of my channel. I don't want to get political on this part, unless I'm talking politics, historical politics. I like history. I want to teach history. I want to be better at it. Granted, you know what I also would like? I wish I could get some connections with other history YouTube creators. I know they're out there. History YouTube groups or channels or communities are difficult to become part of. They really are. It's something I've noticed in YouTube. I've tried to get involved in the book reading YouTube community, and it is difficult. It is just difficult to do it. It's the same thing with history community on YouTube. It's difficult to have connection. Maybe that's really what this video is really supposed to be about. I need connections with other history YouTubers. I would like connections with fellow YouTubers. Help me to become a better teacher. Help me to, help. I don't think I'm asking anything all that difficult or all that problematic. But I know that one thing I have to do is I want to start writing things down a little more than I am. See, the thing is with me when I'm reading, I get distracted. It's distracting for me to read out loud. It just is. It's not something I'm used to doing. I actually don't even like it. But if this YouTube channel of mine is going to go anywhere other than the 43 subscribers I have, and I'm grateful for all of you, I really am. I am grateful for all of you. I try not to bore too many people. I'm sure I'm pretty boring. But, well, the picture looks a little better. Close the windows and stuff. But, that's the thing covering the window. I guess this video really is where I wish I could get better connected with YouTube, history YouTube creators. I could, I was gonna sound dorky, but I need connections to other YouTubers who like history as well. And like BookTube, HistoryTube seems to be almost an exclusive club, so you almost have to smash the door down to get people to help you, or at least, either just watch your video and give advice or give recommendations or something. I don't get it. There are some good YouTube channels out there. Don't get me wrong, and I appreciate their content. Their content is a bazillion times better than mine. They have better equipment than I do. They probably have better resources than I do, and they probably connect better than I do. But actually, this video is more or less just me thinking off the top of my head. It's really not about a particular subject, just history in general. That I try to talk the problem out, and I find that if I talk it this way, a lot of times I solve the problem. But I know what I know what some of the bigger problems are. I get it. I'm looking at the biggest problem. That guy right there staring back at me. He needs a haircut. I just I don't know. I'm just thinking off the top of my head. This is the only reason I made this video. If I can think out loud, talk to myself, talk to anybody who shows up or watches the video. I'm just thinking out loud. I need sometimes I do make videos simply to just talk ideas out of my head. Tell myself, get off your lazy butt and do what you need to do. Do what you can do. Yes. Do what you can, what you have, where you are. Teddy Roosevelt. It's been my motto for a long time. I do like history. I really wish I could teach it better, or at least I put. A part of the problem, and I know this is gonna sound stupid, at least to me it sounds stupid, is that I don't think people, and there aren't enough people who enjoy history, at least as far as I can tell. I mean, I like history. I think it's wonderful. I think it's great. I enjoy every aspect of history there is. I don't find history boring. I never have. From day one of my freshman year in high school, Mr. Cyrus's history class, I have enjoyed history. I like it. I have enough books in here. I better like history. Most of them are history books. I'm a World War II first guy, American Civil War second, and everything else third. I I don't know. I guess part of me just wishes that somehow there's an easy way to connect with other YouTubers on the subject. It's an interesting community. It is a selective. It is a selective club. I've come to the conclusion that most communities on YouTube are very selective, and they have gatekeepers, and they have people that they don't want there, people they do want there. It's interesting. It is an interesting community on YouTube. The different factions and the different this, that, and the other. I mean, I enjoy the YouTube channels that I watch. History Buffs is wonderful. I think they're great. Vlogging through history is pretty good. Kings and Generals is pretty good. There are some that I question. They have a tendency to skirt around certain issues. I won't say who they are. But I mean, as I said, I'm mostly doing this video to just think out loud, just thinking out loud to myself. So yes, I am mostly talking to myself, and I know that. But I do wish that other YouTubers who are into history would let me know they're out there. Just let me know you're out there. And sometimes that's all I need to know you're out there. And if you're interested, or you have an idea you'd like me to at least try to do a history channel on. I don't know. I'm thinking out loud. I don't take yes. The other thing is, I don't really take this YouTube thing seriously or personally. I don't take it seriously. I don't get paid to do this. I don't have enough subscribers. I don't do it enough. I do because I enjoy it. I like it. Watch some of my earlier videos. I mean the real early ones. This is a person who really looks like he does not want to do this. You can see the very first video I did. I look like a crown rat. More I already do. You can see in that video too how the background has changed. A little bit changed it and stuff. I mean, I've been doing this for 4 years. I must finally have gotten to the point where I like it now. If the channel has a number, if the tagline has a number after it, that's the videos where I finally said this is how it's going to be. It took 3 different attempts, 3 different starting overs to finally figure out how I wanted to present this. And I've noticed that the screen is getting a little better. The jerking around is not as bad now. Maybe I worked out the bugs by just talking. You should have seen the first 3 videos I did. It was just, I might as well have been doing this as an earthquake. I am mostly doing this video just to think out loud. Mostly just thinking out loud. And anybody who watches this video, I appreciate watching this video. And if you're a history YouTuber, I appreciate your videos probably, and I need connection. I know that sounds weird. I don't think it sounds weird, but not really. YouTube is a strange community where there's exclusive clubs. So I don't belong to any of those clubs. I just don't. I don't want this video to go too long. Already at almost 12 minutes, so I'm gonna stop for the moment. I'm gonna probably do one more, maybe talk more about talk this out of my system. Anyway, behave yourselves, people. Stay out of trouble if possible, because I'm not going to. Like, subscribe, share, comment. Please comment. Really, please comment. Well, later.